Good afternoon, Alan Vandenberg here. Another episode of EQ for You, episode number 23. Today's episode is called It's Time to Laugh. It's time to laugh. Should be really fun. Operating off the idea that 75% of a person or a team's success is not their IQ. 1 year ago, this month, February 2020, launched a book called EQ, Kill the Radio Star, How Emotional Intelligence Can Crush or Crash Your Organization. It's available at alanvandenberg.com, amazon.com, and barnesandnoble.com. Shout out to the Barnes & Noble here in Tulsa at 41st and Yale. Staff set me up with a nice little display of the book with some book buttons and some guitar picks and different things like that. They did a great job of setting that up, so thank you to their staff. Then the last thing I'd like to mention is just down, if you would subscribe to the YouTube channel, EQ for You. It's right down there in the right-hand corner, lower right-hand corner. That would be great. So on to our episode. Today's episode is It's Time to Laugh. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been trying an experiment for myself. My goal was to find at least one thing per day to laugh at. Laughter has the ability to reduce stress, help us cope, and I believe live a more productive life. I was raised by parents that laughed at themselves a lot, and they just had a laughing attitude. So, I was raised around that. So in today's time, when my dad says, hey, let's go to Walmart's. I said, Dad, there's no K in Walmart. He goes, yeah, I know, but it's kind of funny. And so we laugh about those kind of things. For some reason, my dad calls COVID Covis with an S. And we laugh at that. I said, Dad, there's no S in COVID. He goes, yeah, I know, but it's just funny. And then when my mom was alive, she loved Facebook. However, she did have a tendency to say things like, hey son, did you see what I posted on the Facebook? I said, Mom, there's no the Facebook. It's just the Facebook. She goes, yeah, I know. It's really funny. So, this is what the episode is about today, is laughter and joy and happiness. So before we go any further, I want to say this. Laughing at others is not appropriate. Laughing at yourself, it can be very healthy. So it's not laughing at others, it's laughing with others. And so I just wanted to make that really clear from an EQ perspective. It's really important to understand that piece. So my challenge for myself was to find one thing a day to laugh at. So recently, I've been working on this pretty big software project. It's going to last a couple, 2 or 3 years. And our project management team was receiving a lot of feedback, actually negative feedback from the entire team. So there truly was a problem. So, it was a kind of a tense moment on this conference call that happened actually just last week. And so with the project management team, and we discussed the issue that was going on, and we had created a plan, and we were going to address the problem. And as we were wrapping up the meeting, I said, well, one thing I know for sure, as I'm looking out my office window this morning, the sky is falling. and as I said that, the two people that were on the call on our project management team just burst into laughter. It was so funny, just because we knew it was a serious problem. It really was. And the team was struggling a little bit. But we knew that somewhere along the line, somebody on the team was saying, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. When it really wasn't, but we were making light of the situation, and it was good and healthy, I think, for our project management team to know that even in stressful times, we can just take a second to laugh at the situation. And so I believe right now people are looking to laugh. Although the game is important, the Super Bowl, and I want to say go Bucks, great job there, Bucks fan forever. Super Bowl draws millions of viewers each year from all kinds of demographics. Even people who don't normally watch football will watch the Super Bowl. Why do they watch the Super Bowl? For the commercials, 30-second ads that make us laugh. So some of my favorites this year were the Bud Light's seltzer commercial where it was 2020 raining lemons. It was hilarious. The General Motors Norway ad with Will Ferrell. The Cheetos, it wasn't me with the rapper. It was hilarious. The Rocket Mortgage ad where they said, you know, I'm pretty sure, and they were going around making these statements. The M&M ad where M&M's where they were talking about I'm sorry and giving M&M's. That was really funny. And then my family's favorite was the Oatly president singing on this just just a keyboard that you could buy at Walmart. It was hilarious. And he was singing "Wow, No Cow," and we were dying laughing. It was such a great commercial. And so there is laughter all around us every day. Sometimes it's at myself. Sometimes it's ourselves. Sometimes it's events that are happening or not happening around us. And sometimes it's things like TV shows. I love Young Sheldon and The Neighborhood, two of my favorite shows. Lots of laughter and, by the way, lots of EQ material, especially Young Sheldon. So I'm looking for something to laugh at. So like today, it's freezing out here. I think the temperature this morning was -2 in Oklahoma. It was crazy. So I'm gonna come out here and do a video, and it's just absolutely freezing. So I'm telling you, my ears are getting cold already. So here we go though, but it's just funny. I mean, sometimes it's just fun. We need to laugh. We need to look for laughter. I woke up this morning, or last week, and saw on the news there was this Texas attorney that couldn't figure out how to turn off the cat filter on a Zoom call. It was just hilarious. And of course, things around me. You know, a year ago, I launched this book and you know, at the worst possible time in February, and then March, we went into the COVID lockdowns and all that. And so I make light of the fact that, you know, I make this joke that says all the time that, you know, my publisher said the best time to launch a book is during a pandemic. That's absolutely not true, but it's just a way to kind of lighten the mood of we had this great plan for a rollout of a book launch, and you know what? It didn't happen like how we thought it was going to. So we'll figure it out, we'll get it going, and we'll do all that stuff eventually. You know, once all this thing, you know, gets over and you know, things start opening back up, we'll figure out how to do it. But it is funny to laugh at yourself sometimes. So how does laughter and humor connect to EQ? Well, obviously self-awareness and self-management is a big part about that. Knowing when you need a break from the pressure and the intensity that life brings us. Laughter is some really good medicine. And there's a lot of research to back that theory up. Allison Beard, in an article entitled "Leading with Humor," writes, according to research from institutes as serious as Wharton, MIT, and London Business School, every chuckle brings a host of business benefits. Laughter relieves stress and boredom. It boosts engagement and well-being, and spurs not only creativity and collaboration, but also analytic precision and productivity. Laughter increases productivity. A Stanford MBA graduate, his name is Eric Tillison, put a YouTube video out a few years ago stating that working adults are in the midst of a laughter drought. He said that babies laugh on average 400 times a day. People over the age of 35 in America only laugh 15 times a day. A recent Gallup study in the US found that we laugh significantly less on weekdays than we do on the weekends. It's estimated that our disengagement and lack of laughter causes US companies $350 million in lost productivity. That's incredible. Humor and laughter require us to use our EQ skills of social awareness. Making fun of others is absolutely unacceptable, disrespectful, and will result in strained relationships. So look at laughter respectfully, and it can be very healthy. So how should we bring more laughter into our lives? In the book, The Humor Code by Peter McGraw, a marketing and psychology professor at the University of Colorado, he gives us a few recommendations on how to bring laughter into our lives even more. Number one, he says, it's not whether you're funny, it's what kind of funny you are. And being honest and authentic is a great way to add humor to your life. The second thing he talks about is don't be afraid to chuckle at yourself. Laugh at yourself. It signals to other people and to yourself that everything's going to be okay. And thirdly, laughter is disarming. Poking fun at stuff everyone's worried about, like this project that we were working on the software project. poking fun at that in a healthy way is very productive and very helpful for all of us. So healthy laughter is an EQ skill that will help us deal with situations, issues, problems, and life. So here is the challenge. It's time to laugh at least once a day. Find something around you, about your situation, about life that you can laugh at. See what the results are. See what the results are. I have several links that I put down in the notes section of this video, the YouTube video, that are linked to some of the commercials that we talked about for the Super Bowl, and some of the links that to the videos that are out there that will help you laugh if you want to go do that. It's really fun to relive those Super Bowl commercials. As I was putting that together, I was having a great time re-watching those. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Laughter is great medicine. Try it more in your life. I've been doing it for the last couple, 2 or 3 weeks, just preparing for this episode, and it has helped me greatly to laugh at myself and to laugh at life in a healthy way. So parting thoughts, find what you do that you are made to do in life and do that to the best of your ability. Don't allow anyone or anything to steal your joy and your happiness. Add some laughter to your life and live life every day, because nothing is guaranteed. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully this was helpful. I'm gonna get in because I'm really cold right now. I don't know what the temperature is. It's gotta be like 3 or 4 degrees. But enjoy life. Find one thing that you can laugh at. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.